everybody. We are halfway through this week and we have another quick workout coming for you. This is going to be a little bit of a burner, but it should go by fairly quickly. We are going to be running again, getting that heart rate up for a 200-meter run at the beginning of this workout. If you can't run, as always, we can jump rope for 200 jump ropes or do 200 plate taps as Jamie's showing. Then we're going to have 10 deadlifts. Now this is up for interpretation for whatever you have at your disposal. You can use a barbell if you're in a gym, or you have a barbell at your home and you want to do these. If you already know how to do deadlifts, I'm not going to go crazy into that, but I wouldn't recommend, if you've never done them before, to throw a weight on them and go into it on your first day. Probably not a smart idea. I would stick with the dumbbell deadlifts if you're wanting to use weight. Now, if we don't have weights at our disposal, we're going to be doing jump squats. We're going to have 15 of those. Then for our last movement, we're going to have 10 hanging oblique knee raises, or we can do V-ups. Jamie's going to demonstrate those knee raises. So just like the regular knee raises, only we're going to be pulling our knees up to the side, working those obliques. And then Jake's going to demonstrate V-ups. That was a beautiful one. If we can touch our toes, that's great. If not, just come up as far as you can. And of course, you've seen the alternating single leg V-ups. That's also an option if those aren't doable for you guys. Then I have a quick little cool down in here, some stretches for you. We're gonna be doing 8 good mornings with a PVC pipe, just behind the neck. And then you're gonna be hinging at your hips, bending your knees slightly. We're gonna be stretching those hamstrings. And then 30 seconds per side on a pigeon pose. The easiest way to get into this pose is get into a plank position and then pull that leg, whichever one you're gonna be stretching, up, and then rest into that. Now, if that's not comfortable for you, the easiest way to work into this position is to get a folded blanket, an ab mat, or anything that you have at your disposal, and put it basically underneath your butt to elevate that back leg. Or you're just going to be sitting a little bit more upright like Jake is. Don't push this one. You want to be in a position of a little bit of stretch, but mostly comfortable. If it is painful, you're going too far and you need to ease into that a little bit more. That'll wrap us up for this Wednesday. I hope you guys enjoy.
Here at First Response Fitness, we are certified paramedics and not coaches or trainers. All exercises we present are shared from what we've learned in our fitness journeys. If you ask us about any medical symptoms, our advice will uniformly be that you are dying, unless you pay us, in which case we will advise you that you are dying slower than others. If you would like to continue dying slower than everyone else, please use our community to help take control of your health and fitness. Always remember, you being at your own risk. Proper stretching is encouraged, and beware of excessive vacuuming.